So I'm learning it as I go. There's a big fly in here. Get out of here. Hula. What is going on, men? Welcome to episode 3 of Destroying the Dad Bod. This week was still a little bit of setting up some benchmarks. To be honest, Blake and I had some scheduling overlap that prevented us from being able to work as closely as we had wanted to, and so I was only able to go in and work out with him one day to get this final set of benchmarks set up. Now, I am recording this on Friday. You will be seeing this tomorrow, which is Saturday, and on Saturday morning, I'll be finishing my final benchmark, and so after that, Blake and I will be able to dial in nutrition plan, macros, all that other good stuff. Let me show you what I was up to this week. Okay, so a lot of boxing, a little bit of the deadlift benchmark and some pull-ups. Now, before you rush to the comments, you form Nazis, I know, there's a lot of things that are wrong about all this. I am amateur status when it comes to anything related to physical fitness. I get that, and that's why I'm sharing this as kind of, this is my journey as opposed to my teaching you guys, because I don't know this stuff, so I'm learning it as I go. There's a big fly in here. Get out of here. Hula. But let me kind of explain what it is that I've been up to. So you'll see a couple days that are overlapping at the boxing gym. Now the way that this works is I go in for an hour class and we do a quick warm-up. Usually it's related to footwork, so that's where you saw the jump rope, the ladder, the forward, backward, side, calf raises, all of that. Then we'll work on technique. Now this week you saw I wasn't hitting stuff very hard. It was more a focus on precision and speed than it was on perfect form or certainly getting any sort of power in. And so not a whole lot of power, not a whole lot of movement as far as my legs or getting my body really into it, although I do need to get better at that with my speed, but it was more about just trying to throw those combos as quickly as possible while still maintaining accuracy and at least decent form up in my arms and my upper body, as opposed to trying to hit things really, really hard. And then after that, Eric always has us do some sort of conditioning workout that just So Monday's class, we were throwing 5 or 6 punch combos, and then after that we would end up doing rounds of push-ups, and we basically worked through 6 different combos, and once we were done with those in relationship to doing 100 push-ups, then we were done for the day. And my chest and tris still hurt. I think on Wednesday's class it was basically him having us dance around the bag, and then he would call out combos that were anywhere from 2 punches all the way to 10, and then we would throw those and basically, again, working on speed. So that was the big focus this week. And every week it's always a little bit different, and that's what I enjoy, is because sometimes I get things that I catch on with really well and then I enjoy the progress. Sometimes I don't catch on really well and I enjoy the challenge, but it's always focusing on getting better, so I enjoy that. As for what I did with Blake, I had my ego checked this week, seriously. I know at my strongest point a couple years ago, I was able to do 5 sets of 5 belted with a sumo deadlift reverse grip at 275 pounds. Now I know that is not huge numbers. You've got guys like Max Tuning who he could wrap twice that, maybe even 3 times that, and just, guys are just ridiculous when it comes to their deadlifts. But what we were focusing on as far as setting this benchmark is the idea that it was supposed to be raw, so no belt, nothing else, and then it was also not how heavy I could lift, but how many I could do in a set of 5 without my form giving out. Now this is where you form Nazis, you can get in and you can see that one of my problems with my form is I'll start off with my back right, but then as I start to lift, my shoulders drop, and so it creates this little bit of curve in my back. That's been a big problem, and I think that's why I herniated a disc a couple years ago, is because my back just starts to give because my shoulders do. And so Blake stopped me at 205 pounds. That's not heavy. I mean, yeah, it's more than body weight, but that's not heavy. But that was when on reps 4 and 5, my form started to give out. And so that's what we're going to work with as the benchmark. I'm going to have to go back to that kind of weight, make sure that I get my form perfectly dialed. Again, keep my ego in check so that I can make sure as I make progress with that lift, with my other lifts that I'll be working on my form, that I'll be able to get those up to where I want them to be and do it safely, do it with the proper form, especially because I'll be able to lift more if I do it that way. So that's where we are for this week. I had a really good week. I'm excited for what's going on next week. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys are following along. You're doing something to get yourselves in better shape. And if you are, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're doing. Leave me a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys next time.